I'd say it's completely unpredictable.
Hmm.
We're in a non-linear change moment, and things are moving so fast that to attempt to predict the nature of reality in 25 years is a fool's errand, as we would say. So, yeah, I mean, I'd say that's impossible to answer. I mean, if we're lucky, we can look 5 years out at the moment, and not even that. But in all the work which I do, which is leadership work for like top government and business people, I say don't even bother trying to predict the future.
Mm.
So the best thing that we can do right now is adopt what I call an agile governance approach, which is steer our way forward one step at a time and take an action and then see what result that action has and then take the next action. So we're going to see a lot more environmental stress, obviously, with climate change. But they're all the issues are interlocking. So whether it be climate, conflict, water, food, and they're all going to feed off of each other. So there's no doubt in my mind that in the coming period, the challenges ecologically are going to be increase exponentially, and that's going to put pressure on our social systems, which, if they're not stable, will lead to more conflict. And of course, as people try to move to find water or food, then other people are going to want to protect their water and food, and that's going to lead to conflict. So there's no doubt that there's going to be a lot more chaos and breakdown. But at the same time, what happens is that you get lots of breakthrough of new ways of doing it. So there'll be new approaches, new technologies emerging. So, I mean, in terms of any organization or sector, but let's say youth work in this context, what's important, I think, is to help people see the different roles that they can play in this kind of context. And part of one role is to help old systems that don't work well to die gracefully. So to let go and honor, the contribution they've made, but let go of the things that don't work anymore. And then to put in place the conditions for innovation and new approaches to emerge. Resilience, both individually, culturally, organizationally, is probably the key capacity, because I think we're beyond now mitigation. Well, we're beyond prevention anyway of a lot of the changes that are happening ecologically. We may be able to mitigate some of them. The AI and stuff is having a big impact at the moment, but any technological change will echo down through. Often the younger generation are often the earlier adopters of new technologies. So I think there's always an opportunity to learn new technologies more quickly when you haven't been embedded in old technologies. And who knows, some of the technology advances we're seeing now are more the kind of integration of consciousness with technology. So we're seeing devices that are able to read fields of consciousness, or that people are able to influence with their mind and their intention without having any physical connection to the devices. Impact hubs are organizing themselves globally. So again, very much they're an association, I think, of all the various impact hubs around the world, and the global is really there at the service of the local network. Younger generations tend to be quicker to adopt new ways of thinking and new ways of doing things. So I would hope that they would position themselves as being able to help older generations to adopt and understand and adopt the new ways of doing things that are useful. I think, and then to understand that there is some wisdom in the older generations that can help place a context around new ideas and new approaches as well. So there's a good cross-generational collaboration, and would be useful, I think, to everybody.